Hello everybody! Let's move the camera stuff down because right now it's covering the title card. Alright, I moved this part. Can I move this part? Is this going to work? Hello? Okay, here we go. It's a new game! It's called Krumit's Tale. It's got cartoon vibes. Specifically, it's got like Adventure Time cartoon style vibes is what I'm getting, which is cool. Mr. Craig Dude is a person who theoretically did a thing or was at a place. This M is bitey. It's the sense that I'm getting. I'm having a day. It's definitely been the best day of the week. No, it's not great. I seem to have slept fine, so I just not having the best day. Partially for reasons that are shared amongst the country and the world. So, checking to see if what's going on in the world? That's something? Okay. Well, I have no idea really what to expect from this game. It has good reviews, the art style is fun, and it's a roguelike deck builder. So let's see what's up. How is the audio? If I need to go and make it quieter, I can do that thing. Clear the dungeon. A dungeon is clear when no enemies remain on the board or in the dungeon deck. Okay. The dungeon is created by shuffling together your items and abilities with vagabonds and monsters, and then dealing them out in a grid. Okay. Tap a foe to initiate combat, if you dare. Tap.
Hit it.
So that's my person, I guess. I have 10 health. Your remaining health and that of your opponent is indicated by heart. Okay, your attack is indicated by the diamond. See what the enemy intends to do based on the bubble above their head, so they are also going to attack for 2. In this case, the enemy is about to form a simple attack, but others might block, inflict poison, or glare angrily at you. So, similar to Slay the Spire and other such roguelike deck builders. Tap the green button to teach them a lesson. Flop! They flop, I flop. Both you and your foe attacked. You'll always attack first unless the enemy politely declares an ambush and uses a blitz attack. Fight on and vanquish this varmint. So we go smoosh. Smoosh. And then I will smoosh you. I don't know why I did 4 of that last time. Defeating foes gives you 1 gold, or 1 coin, but that's not the only way to earn your fortune. You can also earn fortune by discarding tiles you don't need. Tap the sword. Discarding a tile gives you 1 coin and also restores 2 hearts. Discard this tile now. Now you've earned some coin, you can acquire a shiny new tile. Tiles can include items, weapons, armor, potions, and abilities. I've spawned a few more tiles for you to take a look at. Now let's acquire some. Normally you need to fight monsters or discard tiles to earn coin, but I've got some spare change lying around. Spend it wisely. So I can... so this is a one-off thing. So I can boop the green button to acquire it and add it to your inventory. Okay. So...
That will be needed.
Now that you have some tiles to play with, let's test them on a more daunting foe. Engage your foe, and good luck.
Crush them.
So, you're gonna get block. Can I use this? Okay. I guess this is what they're gonna be doing ahead. So I don't know what I'm... Should I have played those? Tippity tap your sword to equip it. Great. Sword has increased your damage to 3. You can unequip weapons by tapping them again. This foe must be too scared to attack, so there's no need to block. Let's take the fight to them. Thump. And now they have armor. Using an item reduces its durability. I see. I think that creature does have a sword, yes. Hi, the kids are asleep. Tiles are destroyed when they're out of dots. Okay, so this is not a land of permanent items and things. Your foe has 4 block, which will render your attack useless. Attacking with your sword will just waste durability, so put it down for now. So they're gonna attack big, and I can equip my chainmail to reduce the amount of damage taken. Attack for 5. I took 3 because I blocked 2. So sword, and equip slash. Slash is an ability. Abilities usually modify an attack made with a weapon or target enemies on the board directly. Slash increases your damage by 3, but only if you have a weapon equipped. Slash also has the exhaust keyword, which means it's destroyed after use. So we did a bunch of extra damage, but now this slash card will go away, I guess. I'll heal you up and then fill the board one more time. You're on your own now. Clear the board and make me stop worrying. I mean, make me proud. Okay. Well, I guess I get this back because the exhaust thing was just a tutorial. Well, let's fight you.
Crush them.
So I'm going to do 6 damage by exhausting this, but it will use up all of my stuff. So let's not use that. But we can do that. It means we don't take damage. No. So we can attack you.
Crush them.
We're going to use this. And then block.
Hurry.
And then we attack again.
Dispatched with ease.
But now I'm going to claim this.
Toy.
I need to claim this.
Regretful.
Coins. Okay. So I don't need both of these, so I can trash this to get a coin and some health. And then I can grab this. No? You cost 2 coin. I see. So I can trash this. And then grab this. And I'm going to attack you.
Crush them. Well parried.
Now I don't need the sword, and I don't need this.
Too easy.
So now I can attack you
Hit it.
and use this and equip that.
Well parried.
Blocks, and then use this so that I don't take any damage back.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the tutorial, I guess. Begin quest. Wacky mutation. Standard mode with a little extra help. Sure, let's do Explorer to begin with. Ah, I see. This is a like difficulty accessibility mode. Well, let's just try the standard then.
Choose a hero.
Okay, so this is a DLC character that you have to buy, and
The
then
mighty
Bruno is a starter character. Yeah, this is very Adventure Time. Look at that. Sturdy. So Bruno restores 2 health whenever you acquire an item from the dungeon that grants block. Dragged something on my chair.
Ah, what a
Let's go.
legend.
No, I want to go to sound. No. Okay, I'm in the dusty basement. I wanted to go to options. The dusty basement fills you with a powerful sense of nostalgia.
This looks more dangerous than I remember.
So I've made everything a little bit quieter. So I have no money.
Sweet relief. Won't be needing that.
Okay, so I'm going to equip this so that then I can defeat these enemies in 2 hits.
You made it look easy.
Okay. And then I guess I can take this. And then I will do this. Let's use this. And we attack and we defeat you in 1 go.
Easy.
So we need 2 for this chainmail.
Splat it.
So we're going to take some damage here. Okay. Now we have 2, so we can equip this chainmail. You are... Okay, you give extra armor. And there's a treasure chest there, so let's go to the middle.
2 arms.
Well, your block is enough to complete negate. This means you will parry. When you parry an opponent's attack, they will be stunned and miss their next action. Sounds great! Parry!
Parry.
I don't have to say parry at the right time. This isn't a verbalization of a Souls game. / an anime. So, if they have the Dazzly Stars, they are stunned. They don't attack. So now I don't need to use the chainmail. I can just swap them. And that now they're down to 2 health, so I can just swap them because I go first. Swapped.
Take that.
Wahahaha. So, treasure chest. Instant. Gain 2 monies. Health vial. Absolutely. Call out your moves. It's an anime. So, let's see. I have 3. Let's go after you first, because I want to get a sword. And then I can get another thing. So,
Will you triumph?
because if I do this, I will parry.
Masterful.
And now, I guess I can just use this to get health back.
Invigorating,
okay.
no?
So, to use the health thing, I click it and then do the green arrow. So, we're going to grab this,
Finders keepers.
and then we're going to grab this, and we're going to discard that, and then fight you.
Will you triumph?
You hit me, and then I heal, and then I attack with the sword again, and you're done.
You made it look easy.
So, I cleared the deck. Max deck size +2. Reward +10 blue gems. Unused tile bonus blue gems. Coming up next, Slithering Swamp. Choose a tile. Choose a perk. Okay.
What's inside?
Mint candies. So this is, I guess, increase the damage of all melee weapons on this board by 2. It's instant. Crossbow ranged to deal 2 shield piercing damage to target enemy in the top or middle row. Okay, so this is not about fighting up close. Flask of rehydration, restore 1 health whenever you discard a tile, restore 1 durability to this item. Interesting. Well, let's try the crossbow. That seems interesting and different.
Choose wisely.
So, I can get one of these, like, as an ability. Gain 2 additional health when discarding a tile, max health reduced by 4. Add 3 Town Guard to the deck. The first tile you acquire is free. So more enemies to fight, but your first tile is free. Your base damage is increased by 1 against damaged enemies. When a weapon is depleted, restore 4 health. Let's be a Reaper. Now we can finish the shop, or go to the shop, which is Krumet Shop, I guess.
Anything catch your eye?
And we use the blue gems for that, which is, I guess, the outside of mission currency. In battle, pay 3 health to gain 4 block for 1 round, so it's a net 1 because you would lose 4, or you'd lose you lose 3 health and you gain 4 block. The advantage is that if your block equals possibly or exceeds the enemy, then you get the parry, which stuns them, which has the extra effect. Butcher's Cleaver, bonus against damaged enemies. We already have a thing that's bonus against damaged enemies, so we maybe don't need to stack up too much on that. Acquire any 2 weapons to recharge this. Increase the damage of visible melee weapons on the board by 1. Okay, but that takes 40, and we don't have 40. When you equip this, unequip any equipped melee weapons, but it has a huge amount of block. Costs 3. Let's take the Iron Skin. Not enough gems. We need 25, we have 20. Womp womp. Well then let's just wait.
Gizmos and gadgets.
Okay, so that's the deck that I can go in with. I like this map. And this is the Slithering Swamp, home to a monstrous snack. It also borders the Bum Pass and the Screaming Hills. Hardly prime real estate. This is cute. Alright, so these are tricksters. This enemy starts with stealth, preventing you from targeting it until you attack in battle. Well, that's not great. Health vial. Okay, so getting health back when I get block things. I gotta keep that in mind. So they attack before me, and they're going to poison me, it looks like. Poison, inflict poison. Blitz monster attacks first. Before attacking, take damage equal to the poison value, then reduce value by 1. Restoring health removes poison. Okay. So first, I get poisoned. So I don't have anything that will give me extra damage. So I take poison damage, and then I get hit with the blow dart. Not great, honestly. Cost 0, so I will take it. This enemy is immune to weapons. I guess I just have to punch them? Well, I don't have any weapons, so I guess we just fight it out. Okay, so my Reaper thing is meaning I do more damage to damaged enemies, which is great. So since we have so many enemies in the middle, in that row, let's go ahead and take this, and then we need 2 coin. So we're gonna discard that, and then we're gonna take this and gain coin. So now we can use this, and then we can. Okay. Middle or top row. Okay. So we just hit you. We're gonna hit all of these enemies. If I do that, then you're only going to have, we're going to beat you on the first hit, which is good. So let's trash that to gain a coin, which then means we can gain this, and we'll recover health because of our sturdy ability. Okay. We have the slash. Let's take you on. We can't use that. If I parry you, then you will be stunned. And now I can use this. I will do 3 damage because of my Reaper. And now I get to attack first, and you're done. And this costs 1. That one costs 2. Alright, so we'll use this, and then we're going to discard that. Oh, I should have fought somebody first. So if I use chainmail, will that parry the poison? No. Just... okay. 7 damage, 4 damage. Okay, I don't need this. So I beat them. can't use the weapon, but I can parry, and I don't need to... Yeah, if I parry, then I can just defeat them.
Hurry!
So now I can get this, and I will also recover health. And we're going to junk that for coin.
Crush them!
Does this block at all? No. Okay. Get wrecked.
Skill.
So then I just beat you. Okay, and I get stuff, I get extras for not using all of my tiles. Cool. So, these enemies, it doesn't tell, it does tell me. Part of an anarcho-syndicalist collective. I don't want to fight them. I want to be friends. Okay, so this tells me the things about the enemies. Barbarian. After blocking the first turn, the guy hits hard. Gotta. And a Bramble. Bramble's arena discarding tiles no longer restores health, but it gives enemies +1 coin when defeated, so this is a boss. Okay.
What's inside?
Cleave. Deal 5 damage to all enemies in the bottom row and exhaust. Spike shield when this item is equipped. You have thorns, 2. Screwdriver depleted. Restore 1 durability to items in your inventory. So I should take the spiked shield because it's an item that gives block, right? Maybe?
Choose
Get a perk.
wisely.
We could gain coin at the start of a dungeon. We could run away and gain block. After you attack with a weapon, inflict poison damage. Deal +1 damage versus poisoned enemies. So the poison thing plus Reaper is a pretty cool combo. I think I'm going to go with Rich because that's just going to make everything easier.
Now spend your winnings.
Because that's what being rich is. It basically makes everything easier. Once per battle, when you attack with a weapon, also gain 6 block. That's pretty handy. Lion Guard. The block value of this item is reduced to 0 if your opponent's action has an attack of 3 or less. Interesting. Mighty Swing. Increase your damage by an amount equal to the damage of your equipped melee weapons per cart. Recharges after 6 rounds of combat. Well, that's pretty handy. I mean, the recharging part. But it costs 2. Well, let's go ahead and take it.
Quite the bargain.
And let's buy that.
Armory grows.
So now we can, let's see, can I remove things from my, okay, I would have to destroy them.
Won't be needing that.
Okay, and go.
Your journey continues.
This is fun. Okay, so this is the, are you the last thing? No, this is 3, so there's 9 fights total, I guess. So probably a boss every 3 rounds, maybe boss every 2 after 6, right? Because this is a black battle cap. Roll up to Bramble's Arena for the most barbaric fights in town. Clearly legal. Shadrat, Arena Crier.
This looks interesting.
So, the boss. In Bramble's Arena, discarding tiles no longer gives health, but enemies give +1 coin when defeated. So, I will be able to get health back by equipping items that give block. This does not technically give block, I guess, is the downside. So I would need 4 coin for this. I only have... so you have Blitz.
2 arms.
Okay, any block you have will be ignored. Well, that's not great for my type of character. So I got poked. Now I do 3, but they have 4. And then I finish them.
No
But
bother.
now I have 4 coin. So we're gonna take this and we get health back because it's, I guess, okay, it is a block item. Great.
Strategize.
So we're gonna block. Do we get a parry? We do get a parry, as long as your block is equal to or greater than the enemy. Fantastic. Alright, so let's take this,
Your lucky day.
and then we're gonna do damage to you. I'm guessing there's more cards where this came from, so
Two
if I use this, then I beat you in 1 hit, basically, right? Yes. Perfect. So there's the boss.
Of the war bears, furry fury.
Step into my arena, champion! Prove that you are worthy of a chicken dinner. So that comes from Winner Winner Chicken Dinner from PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Or popularized in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Maybe the phrase did not originate there. That's pretty likely. So you are very scary. No. Oh, okay, so I don't have to fight somebody at the bottom, I guess. I thought that I had to drop things down. That's good to know. So, I'll take that. Now I fight you. You poke. And now I have Reaper, which means I don't need to use the sword. And you give me coins. You only give coins, not health, which is a bummer. I'll take you. Your inventory is full. It can hold at most 4 tiles. You can either replace a tile in your inventory if you acquire another, or simply use up what you already have. Okay.
Hit it.
So you ambush. So you won't do anything here, but I can use this and just kind of beat you. Yep. And now that gives me 3. Take that. I guess we fight you. No, I should use this on you. Yep. Do all those free hits. And I guess I don't have the... I do have 1 coin, so let's go ahead and use that. And now we'll fight the boss. So we'll use a weapon, we'll use a slash. So you hit me for 3, got it. So if you only do 3 each time, this Lion Guard is not going to be doing a lot for me. Okay. Actually, I do want to use this. Just don't need to improve my damage. Alright. They are at 7 hit point health, though. Yeah. But now I'm at 2. Okay, so I only have 2 health left, which means that I need to so this will give me health back. I get this. I use this for health. I use this for health again. And now I fight you. Bash, I go down to 6, and now I'm victorious.
One step closer.
Great. So I have beaten 1 boss. Gain coins. I will take this, and then I will take this. Gives me more health.
Sweet relief.
Oh, I don't have any melee weapons, so this mighty swing doesn't do me any good. Okay, so I hit, you block, or you armor up. Now you do a big hit, so I can use the Lion Guard and block everything.
A parry.
And then I turn this off, and I flop. Okay. So we fight you.
Splat it.
Same basic thing.
Deflected.
Block. And then smoosh. And then I just attack normal.
Vanquished.
Okay.
Strategize.
Block doesn't help here. So I'm just gonna take damage. So you normal attack.
Well parried.
Turn that off and beat you.
Got him.
Okay. Many coins. Max deck size +2. Reward things. Robot Factory is next.
Rewards.
Taunt. Shuffle non-enemy tiles on the board into the deck and reduce their cost by 1. Defeat 3 enemies to recharge. So it makes enemies go away and they have to get redealt, but then they don't give me as much. Pipe Sword, basic item, no additional effects. So it does 3 base damage.
Choose wisely.
Your base damage is increased by 2 against bosses. Per dungeon, once you take 15 damage, your base damage is +1 for the remainder of the dungeon. Your base damage is +1, -1 while you have a weapon equipped. Okay. Start of each dungeon, shuffle 3 random blessings into the dungeon deck. Yeah, let's take that. And now we can buy things, I guess. 40. Battle Song, increase damage of visible melee weapons on the board by 1. Acquire any 2 weapons to recharge this. At the end of each round, increase this weapon's damage by 1. Resets after battle. Wow, but it costs 4. Health Potion, Longbow, Sharpen, Battle-worn gauntlets. Whenever you acquire a weapon, restore 1 durability to this item. Well, that's pretty cool. But let's take the Battle Song.
Well bought.
Deck.
What a collection.
Okay.
Keep moving.
Now we go from here all the way over to Glowtech Robot Factory. They used to build household servant robots here. Then someone added swords and lasers to the assembly line. The rest is very messy history. Fair enough. Robots. What about this robot?
Hit it.
No, I want to know about what you do. Nucromancer. You don't have any special things. Okay. Well, I can just punch you. Oh no, poison.
Vanquished.
So I get the coin. If we gain this, I will regain health. And then this. And regain the rest of my health. I have 1 coin, which means I should fight you.
Crush them.
You pierce, so block does not help me. But now I could do this. And I parry, and then I will defeat you. This unit is armored. You'll need to break down their armor before you can do damage to their health or use piercing attacks. So 6 armor, I'm guessing. The base damage is increased by 1 against adjacent enemies. When you defeat an adjacent enemy, remove this tile from the board. Oh, that's fun. So I could bring my Blessing of Might to fight this enemy. I don't have any weapon. Maybe the crossbow is piercing damage? So let's...
To your health.
Drop that. No, that's the spike shield. So we can gain this, and then discard this so that this is adjacent to the big enemy again. But I also have this Blessing of Might. So we fight you. You do 2 damage twice. Sorry, just reduce the armor over the course of time. Okay. So I can gain this. So now I'm going to go after you, because you have a lot of block. And I'm going to do a bunch of damage. You put up your shields, and then I do this. Laser cannon is very scary. So I'm going to use this. And then if I turn this up, I do 6 damage, but you're still alive, so I run away. Nope. Well, that's the end of round 1. Okay. Alas, all good things must come to an end, including your journey. You start each run from the first dungeon, but you'll keep XP that can be used to unlock new tiles. So, this is a roguelite. Captain's Cutlass and Almost Flex. You've unlocked a new tile. This will show up in chests and shops during future runs. Okay?
Yes.
Captain's Cutlass. When you acquire this, gain 1 coin for each enemy in the same row or column as this weapon. Some blades thirst for blood. This one thirsts for gold. And grog. Okay, so these are the perks I got, the deck I had, and my score. Speed running. Not for me. I guess I haven't unlocked my second character yet. So I still have the get health back when I take an item that gains block, gives me block.
Hit it.
And then I attack you, but you blitz, which is not great for me. I do get health back when I use this. I can use this and it will reduce the amount of damage that I take. But I'm still going to take a hit from every one of these.
Will it be enough? Don't delay.
Coin.
Right away.
And get that. So now I can use both of these and I will parry, right?
Parry.
So then I don't have to use these because I will finish you off.
A mere trifle.
Okay. And we do the same thing again.
Parry.
And then just smoosh.
Nice. Aha.
Alright, so I could... No, I have to use the slash with a weapon. So... I don't need to use this for these enemies because they're just going to do damage to me and then I beat them. So I guess that means I can discard you and discard you and then grab you and fight you. So it just means that I get them in one. Alright.
A cause for celebration.
Unused tile bonus is much higher. Great. So if I use fewer resources, then I gain more of this currency. Now to the Slithering Swamp.
Treasure.
Tranquilizers. Nope. Hey. In battle, replace your opponent's current action with sleep. That's pretty fun. That costs 3. Increase the damage of all melee weapons on this board. Deal 4 damage to target enemy in the top row. Let's take that.
Choose
And now
wisely.
perk. Your base damage is increased by 1 if you have 4 or more coin, and decreased by 1 otherwise. No great. Not great. Now greedy and rich go together okay. Warmonger melee weapons have +1 damage. Whenever you flee from battle, gain 2 block. Alright, let's be a Warmonger.
Prepare for the road
And-
ahead.
Ooh, Widow's Grasp. When you parry, add a copy of Spider Bite to your inventory, which poisons an enemy and exhausts. Charge, deal base damage to target enemy in the bottom row and gain 1 coin. Slam, deal 10 damage to an enemy and exhaust. Nice. Dual wield a target weapon of cost 2 or less and gain additional copy to your inventory. Increase max health. If it reaches the bottom row, bonus gains +2 the rest of dungeon. Shuffle back into deck. Well, that's kind of fun. So my deck
What a collection!
currently have more weapons, not as much with the armor. I like charge. Let's
A
check that
prudent
out.
purchase.
And then the bow.
Prudent purchase.
Now we go to the swamp.
Tempting.
Oh, okay. Remove some cards. What if we remove this?
Won't be needing that.
Okay. So I started in a different place this time. So, I don't have rich, means I don't get to start with weapons. I can just gain this instantly. Let's go ahead and take that.
What a find!
We're gonna do that to you. And now we
To
fight.
arms.
I take that, and then I hit you so you don't get to poison me, which is lovely. So let's gain that, and now fight you. If I use you once, I will parry.
Well parried.
Means I get to hit you, and then I get to finish you.
Merely a small fry.
Okay. So I don't have enemies in the top row right now. Can gain this. Ah, but now I can gain you. So we're gonna discard you to get a coin. And then we're gonna buy you, and then I'm gonna hit you like that.
To arms.
Ah, okay. Maybe I can't stealth. I can't shoot you because you're stealth.
Reminds me of
Oh.
me.
That's that. I wonder if I fought. If I attacked once and then ran away, could I then use the bow on this enemy? I don't know.
Crush them.
So I get the armor, and so I block, and then I attack, and then I attack again.
Yes.
So, nope. Let's fight you just normal
Hit it.
style first. And then I turn this off because I don't need the extra weapon damage.
Easy.
So I gain this, it gives me health.
Fortuitous.
Then I fight
Hit
you.
it.
I can't use this because it's the poison damage is not normal damage, so I don't block it. And then I defeat you.
Take that.
Then I get that, which gives me health back. And then I fight you.
Crush them.
I'm gonna take this damage, and I'm gonna hit you. Then I'm gonna finish you. And that's all the enemies, and I get a lot of extra gem for unused tiles. Right on. Okay, I'm getting the handle of this, at least the beginning parts. Oh, look, it's this broken spear kind of thing. What's your deal? It's a spear. Potion of Transmogrification. Transform target item into a random item and reduce the cost of that item by 2. Spear is piercing. Crowbar. Remove all armor and block from target enemy. Add a 1 durability plate armor to your inventory. Now that's funny. So if I were going... What's next? Is it robots? No. Let's look at our perks. Weapon is depleted. Restore 4 health. Let's gain peaceful.
Treasure time.
And then let's look at that.
Do peruse my wares.
Body slam. Once per battle, deal damage to an enemy equal to your block. Reduce the durability of equipped items by 1. Okay, that's funny. Flask of rehydration. Dragon's gold. Discard target item and gain 5 gold. So let's take you.
Well bought.
And then go fight you.
Where to?
Look at this enemies over here. It's fun. Sir Bramble's Arena. So boss fight. But I have to clear everybody.
Studious.
So I don't have any coin to start. Fight. Piercing 1. Attack. And I finish you. You give me 2. I will get health back. No, you don't get block. Okay. But when I discard a tile, great. So I get that health back. Use this, and then I fight you. You ambush. And then I finish you for 2. So I'm gonna gain this, which also gives me health back. I'm gonna take that. And this. And now there's Bramble.
The war bears bow to Bramble.
Piercing. I think you get blocks, so let's go and get your piercing thing here. Don't need to do that. You have 8. 4. You have a large block. You do this, and you're gonna do 5. So I'm gonna block 2 of it.
Oh no!
And now I will finish you.
Skill. To your help.
Okay, so we've gotten that.
Get it?
This will let me defeat you faster. So then I parry, and then I defeat you.
Too easy.
Melee weapons, explainer weapons, depleted, get health back.
Oh yes.
Okay, now I fight you. Well, let's go all out. And this will not save me against all the damage. Get you there. So you're going to gain that, which is fine because I have the spear. Two. Now let's go ahead and use the spear to finish you off without taking more damage. Treasure chest, gain coin.
Gratification.
Use charge.
Strategize.
We're gonna use that on you. We're gonna get the sword. And just kill you.
Too easy.
These are not doing me any good.
Your lucky day.
Extra weapon.
Strategize.
So we'll get health back when I deplete
To your health.
a weapon.
Stay strong. Take that.
Okay. And we're gonna use
Your
this.
health.
My best run? No. Did it work? Yes. So I get to keep that, which means that I get the gem from it. Yeah. Very little unused top bonus.
What's inside?
So we already have a spear. Lord's Helm. When you block with this item in combat, lose 1 coin. You must at least have 1 coin. To equip this health potion, restore 2.
Choose wisely.
Overwhelmed. There's 6 or more enemies on the board. Okay. You can equip 1 item at a time, but items cost less. Then you have 4 block. Restore 2 whenever you defeat an enemy in combat. Discarding tiles no longer restores health. I don't like that. Let's have overwhelmed.
Respite.
And you, after you attack with death damage, take 1 piercing damage because it hurts you. Because it's very spiky. Once per battle, when you attack with a weapon, also gain 6 block. You require weapon. I like that.
Your armory grows.
And let's take that.
Well built.
Now we have to clean up our deck. Let's get rid of a bow.
One person's junk.
Back. And now to the robots.
Your journey continues.
The spear will be great against the robots.
Down, down, down we go.
Okay, so we get this, and then we use it.
Hit it.
We use that against you right away. We gain the coin. Then we... I guess we can fight you.
Triumph.
You do 2. And then we beat you up.
The skill. That will
So
be
that will
needed.
get that. 2, get the spear. Let's fight you.
Splat it.
And use the spear. Nice.
Got him.
Look at that. Spear against these robots is very good.
Crush them.
I'll lose 1 coin.
Well parried.
And do that. Ow. but now I finish you.
Got him.
Okay. Let's get rid of you.
Invigorating, no?
Well, what else is left? I guess I wish one of these told me like how many cards are left in this thing. Alright, let's get rid of you and get the gauntlets.
Relief.
And then we fight.
Will you triumph?
Dink dink.
Parry.
You're stunned, so I just hit you.
Well parried.
Okay. And then I defeat you. So I guess block is against every attack, because my 3 is blocking all of those robots' attacks. Alright, so
Crush
we're gonna
them.
use this and just end you.
Sweet relief.
Lovely. So I acquire this, I get durability back on that. I shoot you. I shoot you. So now
Strategize.
these are very easy. Very nice.
Nice.
So let's get the deflect.
2 arms.
So I don't have a weapon. However, I can get this. It protects me.
Selected.
I just hit that. And then I attack normal. Take some damage, then I hit you.
Got him.
So we get this.
To your health.
Get a bunch of health back. I need some gold. So I'm not actually a huge fan of this Lord's Helm, honestly. Let's trash that. And then sword, which means we get durability back on this.
Crush them.
Guess let's go ahead and do this.
Parry.
Then you're out.
No bother.
So get rid of
To
this.
your health.
And then we go after you. Deflect being once per battle is great.
A parry.
Very reusable, but it means that I have 2 of these slots just totally filled. But now I understand. So we gain you, and that gets durability back on you. We fight
2
you.
arms.
Do that. I get hit for 1. Take this off. And I just finish you. Fight you. Use the gauntlet. Which means that I parry. And I get rid of you. That.
Yes. Invigorating, no?
Turn this off. I beat you. And then I get the bonus. Nice. Okay, look at ooh, that's a claymore. Ish.
Treasure time.
Yeah, it's a claymore. When his weapon is equipped, you can't equip other weapons, but it does 7 damage. Captain's Cutlass. Gain 1 coin for each enemy. So, Captain's Cutlass will synergize with the Lord's helmet, because it will give me more
Choose
money.
wisely.
When you require ability, restore health, so I have that 1 ability. Once per turn after your opponent acts, freeze them if their action contained damage. Alright, let's be able to do chill.
Welcome,
And this.
welcome.
Execute. Destroy a target. Non-boss enemy that has been damaged. Exhaust. Oh, so this is worth more.
Well bought. A
Right.
fine assortment.
Because I can get rid of you.
Doodahs and whatsits. Good
Because I have the
riddance.
better chest now. I have 30. We can take that.
Prudent purchase.
And now move on, because we have 18.
Where to?
Jackaltown slums. We go over here. To visit the Jackal slums, one must be very lost or very sure they can survive a knife in the back. Okay. So you have stealth.
Splat it.
This enemy is frozen. Frozen enemies have 0 damage until they act in battle. But I cannot attack. I guess we were both not able to attack, so... Just normal Vagabond. Watch out for blitz attacks.
To your health.
So I can kill you with that. So I'll fight you.
Strategize.
Cool, that chill ability is very good.
Trifle.
And, nope. I use this, and I kill you, which is great. And then I guess I should fight you first.
To arms.
Ooh, 6, that's a lot. Well, I only get the 1 extra. And I should take charge. You should, yep. Get that. 2. Yes, let's also do that, for sure. So, attack with a weapon and gain block. Nice. Okay, pounce was unsuccessful.
Unfortunate.
Very good.
The skill.
Good times.
To your health. Hit it.
So you will blitz, but I can...
Well parried.
Right on. Captain's Cutlass, very handy.
Crush them. Ah, sweet relief.
Okay. We're gonna take that so that I can use deflect.
To arms.
I lock the pounce.
Parried.
Then disarm so I can't use my weapon. And now I don't... Oh, I could have used the weapon. But they did 0 damage. So, right on. Much better.
A mere trifle.
Okay, and I get this for 3 coin right away. Let's take that.
What luck.
Number of equipped... equal to damage of equipped melee weapons. Got it.
Oh,
So I should have taken this a little bit earlier because it would get stuff back.
strategize.
Okay, so I have to use both of those. Interesting. I'm seeing the synergies. It's pretty cool.
Hit it!
So I block and parry, and I don't need to use this because I hit you, and then I hit you again. Right on. Good times. So now I have too many things is the problem. Because I can't equip new items to refresh this. So let's use it for a while. Yeah, so might as well use the Midas Wing because I'm about to be out of weapon. You're chilly, so you don't stab me, and I get you. Okay. So we take this, and we get quality back on that.
To arms!
So the deflect stuff doesn't matter, or the piercing doesn't matter so much, but it is very high base damage, which is good. I'm good on health, so let's go ahead and do this. Right on.
Sweet relief.
Okay, let's fight you. Let's use the shield. And I don't do that, so I hit you once and then hit you again. I parry the fight. And I turn this off and I beat you. So now I'm down to 1 on this, which means when I equip this, I get 1 back. And then I use this. And I don't need to use anything.
The wisdom. Invigorating, no?
That should be all for you. And look at all of those gems. Very good. So that parry, this is very good, but it takes up using both it and the Mighty Swing takes up a lot of space in my deck, so I need to be aware of that.
What will be
or my inventory, I guess, block. Once per battle, increase your damage by X, increase X by 2 each round. Oh, wow, nice. Retaliate. So if you wait on Retaliate for a couple of rounds, it's going to do a lot of damage, but it does cost 3. Let's go ahead and take Retaliate.
Choose wisely.
2 random abilities into the deck. Damage against bosses. Potions. That'll be handy. Oh, who are you? You're a scallywag.
Let me explain.
And Cardoso, a boss.
Check out the goods.
Death Blow Katana. This weapon can only be equipped immediately after you parry, but it does 9 damage. Let's go ahead and take one of those, because I think that's interesting.
Onwards.
So there's going to be some powerful non-boss enemies, I'm guessing, from what I saw. Poe Cardoso holds lonely court within the blood-red walls of this rustic dwelling, and he hates visitors.
This looks interesting.
Shuffle 4x Toxic Blood into the deck at the start of the dungeon. If you hold Toxic Blood, Cardoso will no longer restore health when attacking, so like a vampire. Okay. So I want to have some Toxic Blood before I go and face Cardoso. So chill, you don't do anything, and then I get you.
Yes.
Let's gain this, because then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, okay. Yes, I know that was delivered. Let's take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 0 coin. Let's discard this one. Will you become an enemy? No. Alright. We fight. Ooh, 8 damage, and monster damages self by 3. Well, that's not great, to be honest.
That must hurt.
So,
Sweet
but
relief.
now you hurt only yourself.
Live
We
another
run.
day.
Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
How vexing.
So we unlocked 2 things.
Before.
Let's go back to see if we've unlocked another character.
Choose
Hey, look at
your
this.
champion.
Different character. Greybeard Arcanist. Whenever you acquire an ability, deal 1 piercing damage to the topmost enemy in the same column. Cool.
Ah, what a legend.
So before we start this, I'm gonna take a quick break to use the restroom and such. So we go over here. Krumet's Tale. Pretty fun. Not too brain intensive, which is honestly pretty good for today. I'm gonna go to break, and I would encourage you to get a beverage, use the restroom, move around, stretch, whatever it is, to help have a healthier day. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. This is the dusty basement ahead. Ah, okay, so we've got these spells instead of weapons, I'm guessing. And whenever you acquire an ability, deal 1 piercing damage to the topmost enemy in the same column. So it'd be like to the skeleton. And this is Scorch. Deal 3 piercing damage and burn an enemy. So I guess we do normal fight. Okay. Wizard Robes. When you acquire an ability, increase this item's block by 1. Well, yes, let's get that. If we get rid of that, then we can get an ability. But first we can fight you, I guess? Ah, because you don't have any durability. Okay, so now I can get this, and it hurts them and gives this block. I can get this, and then I can get Ice Bolt, which damages you and gives this more block.
Strategize.
Okay, so I don't even have to do a fight. That's great.
That will be needed.
Okay, so I just zap these things. 3 piercing damage and okay.
Hit it.
So those just get used right off, and then I do a normal attack. And I parry, and then I don't need to use the probe, and I hit you.
You made it look easy.
This robes thing is pretty cool. Scorch. So, I fight you, I parry, I don't need to use the robe, and I get you, and then all of these are extra? Cool.
Your quest continues.
Talon perk.
Choose wisely.
Base damage against damaged enemies, damage increased against stunned opponents. Having that, the robes makes maybe makes that cool. If you have full health, increase your damage, base damage by 1. Once per battle after your opponent acts, freeze them if their action contained attack. Chill was very powerful, but let's try Brawler, because I'm intrigued by that idea. When you acquire this, burn all adjacent enemies, draft an ability that costs 2 coin or less, zap, deal 2 piercing damage plus 1 for each other copy of zap still in the deck. Okay, so you could go heavy on zap. Let's get the tome.
Gizmos and gadgets aplenty.
So that's my deck. Now we go to the Dank Forest. Dank. It's got memes. This forest is truly the dankest, yet it doesn't seem to faze the warbears and their brutal barbarians.
Enter the dungeon.
Okay. So all I'm doing is covering up the name of the place and my score, so that's not really a problem. So, we're going to gain this. I need coin. So I'm going to fight you. So I get hit. And then I attack you, and then I finish you. Oh, you do 2 bites. That's rough. And then I use Ice Bolt, and I just beat you. Let's gain that, and that. What's this? You burn the enemy. Burns enemies take damage whenever they move down the board. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, if I retreat, I might as well just attack. So, I want to use burn not in a fight, is what I'm going to do.
What a find!
So I'm going to use this against you, and then I'm going to gain this, get a bunch of health back, and then I'm going to gain one of these. Oh, they don't burn anymore. Okay. Let's gain that. We gain this, and then you take that damage, and this gets much stronger. So, just attack, you armor, and then I block.
Oh no!
Then I just attack. So we're going to gain this, which buffs my armor. Hey! Thank you so much for subscribing for 7 months, Arudnell. I am very grateful. It's wonderful to have you here, and I really appreciate the ongoing 7-month streak. Well, I hope this game assists with the chill. It's definitely less complicated than Slay the Spire in some ways. I like the visual style, and it has been a nice panacea for the day, honestly.
Merely a small fry.
Well, I'm not probably going to get anything out of this. Let's just do that. And then I can just face you by using this. Survive that, and then I hit you, and then we get these bonuses for having cards left. Okay.
Choose wisely.
Jester, whenever you discard a tile, randomize the cost of all visible tiles. Oh, wow. For every 2 items you discard, restore 1 durability to a random item in your inventory. Your first attack each battle has +1 damage. When you target an enemy with an item or ability outside of combat, also push them. Push a tile up, swapping positions with a tile above it. If the tile is the target in the top row, shuffle it into the deck. Let's do Tinker, because that's going to help my robes, I think.
What will be revealed?
Weapons damage is increased for each stack of burn. Interesting. Deal 4 piercing damage. If they're burning, then do extra damage. When you acquire this, freeze enemies in the same row and column. That's also expensive. Alright, let's take Incinerate. And then we go here. Whenever you burn an enemy, increase this weapon damage. That's cool. Gust of Wind. Swap target tile with topmost tile. Recharge after 2 tiles are added to the board. So we're going to take that.
Prudent purchase.
Let's go all in on Burnination.
Prudent
Nice.
purchase.
So we're going to get rid of... one of the ice bolts.
Won't be needing that.
Set all cost of all adjacent abilities. Interesting. Shuffle copies of abilities in the same row into the deck. Okay, cool. That's pretty fun.
The road awaits.
Now it's time for the Boneyard, which I'm guessing has a boss. Cutlass tends to the Boneyard like a morbid garden. With the right parts, he can grow a new skeleton to join his pale kingdom. Oh, that sounds like a boss.
This looks interesting.
Yep, Cutlass, skeleton with a beard, like you do. Cutlass gains 1 armor whenever you slay another enemy in this dungeon. Okay. So, I guess I don't want to leave them unfought too long. Yeah, Ridnell says, it reminds me of Adventure Time, Farside, and Slay the Spire got tumbled in a jug and dumped out in one pile of code. I think that is a very apt description for all the good reasons. So I guess then I can just buy this, and I draft an ability. Nice, nice, nice. So it has 3 uses. That makes it much more powerful. Zap. Okay. Alright, so we're going to burn you. Then we're going to do, I guess, 2 piercing damage to you to make it easier to fight. We're going to get that. We don't have any money, so we're going to fight you. So we get you. Where are my robes? Now we're talking. Get those robes. Use that. Let's burn you. And then gain that. Which means I can gain this and my robes will go up. Burn. Burn you. And then we fight you.
Strategize.
Okay, let's turn that off. Hit you, and then you hit me. Then I finish you.
Take that. Hit it.
And then I just beat you. Yep, very nice. Okay.
The dead rise. The Skeleton King.
You dare oppose me? Then behold your final resting place until I make your bones rattle and dance. By playing you as if a marimba. So gains 1 armor whenever you slay another enemy in this dungeon. So I should go fight you sooner rather than later. I can draft this and just use it on you. And I can't draft that. But I could discard this. And now I could do this. I can fight you a little bit at a time, right? Shuffle all tiles back into the deck and restore 4 health. If in battle, also leave battle. Alright, so we're going to take this because of the burn. You'll gain 1 every time I slay, but you'll burn, so you take 3. And now this does 3 damage.
Will you triumph?
Okay, and now I can use you.
Invigorating, no?
And now I finish you. And so this is gonna get more and more powerful. So I'm gonna gain you,
Lucky day.
and then I have Scorch. 3 piercing damage. And now I fight you. Nice. And oh, I guess if I use the glove twice, then the boss is just dead. Right on. So I fight you.
Splat it.
And I use 1 for a little bit of health protection. Then I hit you. And I finish you.
Too easy.
So then I can gain you, which buffs both of these. And then I just take you off the board, which gives me that. And piercing damage. So then I fight you.
Hit.
I take nothing and parry,
Hurry.
which means that I take you out. Not getting many extras here, but that's fine. we beat the boss.
A cause for celebration.
Nice, nice, nice. Pointy Peak. Harpies? Looks like harpies.
Choose wisely.
Max health is good. Damage against bosses. Whenever you acquire an ability that costs 1 from the bottom row, gain an extra copy. Interesting. I think. Let's try Poet.
Treasure time.
Acquire target ability, restore health. I guess it's just slightly better than the other health potion. When you attack and defeat an enemy with this weapon, add a copy of Ice Bolt to your inventory. Okay. That's cool.
Choose carefully.
Oh, look at these very expensive abilities. So we're going to take this because we have stuff that is very costly. But I think we're going to leave it there. How much do we have? We have 15, so we could get Pyroclasm. But that's it.
The road awaits.
Pointy Peak. The harpies roost in yonder peaks, but they don't bother the gondola too much. Long as I remember to strap a sacrifice to it. Gondola controller, Vivian. Sacrifice?
I hope you're ready.
You can't equip weapons until after this enemy attacks. Okay. Punk. If this enemy reaches the bottom row, you take 2 damage. Okay. Well, we can gain this. We can gain that. We can burn you. Oh, Punk. I guess we'll burn you. And then burn you.
Hit it.
Attack. Unblockable. Oh wow.
Sweet relief.
What if we left? Okay. Not great.
Hit it.
So the freeze is very good. I fight you, I beat you. Now we get one of these, which I need, definitely.
Finders keepers. Strategize.
So I can do that to you, and you take a bunch of damage.
2 arms.
Do that and freeze you. Discard that. Too many things.
Crush them.
These enemies are rough.
What a find. Splat it.
So I get you with 1.
Got 'em.
Oh, then I get punked. Womp womp.
Disappointing.
Okay. Well, that wizard is definitely has a very different feel, which is fun.
So studious.
So let's see. Do I just need to complete a run with a character to unlock the next character? Or do I need to
Choose a hero.
reach a certain level point? No? Reach level XP level 3 with Greybeard. Okay, so that's upgrade. That's how we unlock the other characters, and there's a daily challenge.
Challenge worthy of a hero.
Let's try the daily challenge real quick, see how that goes. I have the feeling that we will not do endless dungeon. Interesting. Okay, so we're playing just a little, I guess just a little guy. Riffraff. Gain stealth when attacking solitary enemies. Base reduced by 1 unless overwhelmed. Gain stealth and recharge all rechargeable abilities. Shuffle all enemies back in the deck. Can't be used in battle. Shuffle 2 copies of Stab into the deck.
Away with you!
Alright, let's grab that. So there's some stabbies. And let's go after you. So I'm stealth. I get to ambush. Mischief is vulnerable without stealth since she has less damage than other heroes. Sometimes it's better to flee and return with stealth to finish off a weak foe. Okay, so we do this. We attack for 1, and then we leave.
To your help.
So that gives us that.
Don't delay. Play right away.
So we gain stealth and it cycles, and then I come back.
To arms.
And I just kill you. Okay, cool.
The courage of youth. Splat it.
Rechargeable abilities. Okay. Ah, I see.
Crush them.
So I do this, and then I just kill them.
No.
Wow, this character plays very differently. That's cool.
Huzzah!
A gift.
Choose
Draft a perk. Okay.
to arms.
Well, then I can finish you off.
Got him.
It takes me to 2 coin. I get stab. It says piercing. When you acquire this, add a second exact copy to your inventory. Okay, but I can only equip 1 item, so that's not especially great for me,
Sweet relief.
unfortunately. This, however,
Oh,
that sounds good.
away with you.
We get rid of that because there's lots of stabs. Poison an enemy and all their enemies in the same row.
Yes.
Well, no.
Splat it.
Why don't we poison you? And then
Crush them.
stab an 8.
Nice. A new toy.
Gain stealth.
Strategize.
Okay, and then I beat you.
Yes. Choose wisely.
Stab does +1 damage. Sounds great. Oh, I just do piercing on you.
Hit it. Oh, yes.
So the knife gets me blitz. Brass knuckles, so I'm gonna use this knife.
Strategize.
So you only do 1. Gotcha.
The strength. That will be needed.
Stealth. Draft. This is very cool. The enemy turn, if it has 0 armor, destroy it. Okay.
Hit it! Too easy.
Nice, 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 nice.
Hit it!
And piercing. Okay, so I can only have 1 item, which means I should go after you.
Hit it!
Oops. And now I run away. Let's get rid of this for some health.
No?
Let's become stealth. I can't really use that.
Aha!
Several stabs.
What luck!
Oops. Bad call. Ah, look at that. So, because I've put so many things in, this works really well for me. Okay, so let's pierce you. What's your deal? When you defeat this enemy, gain additional coin and shuffle 2 random items into the deck. Okay. I see.
Fortuitous.
So we do that, and then we just...
Hit it!
Nope, nope, nope. Just take you all the way out. Fill your empty poison slots with poison vial. Okay.
Hit it!
Piercing to kill robots.
Hurry up now. Choose.
If you have full health, which I won't. Restore 2 when you defeat an enemy. Yeah, cool.
Will you triumph?
Gotcha.
A mere trifle.
Stealth.
Huzzah!
And that.
Crush them.
Stab an 8.
Crush them.
So I just get you straight off because of poison. Very good.
That will be
Chief
Stinky
Goblord
successor to
Wagyu.
Tabu. It's Wagyu.
All goblinoids have +1 damage in this dungeon. Shuffle 3x Tranquilizer into the deck.
Strategize.
Piercing. Okay. Cool. Poison 1 enemy and all enemies in the same row. Stabbies. Okay, while you have stealth. Discard. Must have stealth to equip. I think I've burned out of a lot of my stealths is the problem.
Strategize.
Well, that will give me parry. No?
Just don't get cocky. To arms! Flee!
Okay, yikes. Yeah, I'm running out of
A new
tricks
toy.
is the problem.
Instant
Okay, here we go.
gratification. that wicked
Adwitch Swampalina. Swampalina. Okay. Gain stealth outside of battle. Roger, roger. Good, good, good. Don't just becoming bosses. Okay.
Something's not right.
Well, then let's go after you.
Strategize. Marvelous.
Oh wow, look at that hit. So, get stealth back.
2 arms.
Big hits, big hits. Okay. Oops. I can blitz you.
Decisive.
Nice. Poison an enemy, yes.
Fortuitous. The
So it's just
King awakens.
bosses all over, bosses all the way down.
That will be needed. Strategize.
It sure does look like Adventure Time, Master DS. I don't know if former Adventure Time animators worked on this or if they were drawing on the similar like references. But yeah, like kind of a more low fantasy version, dirtier version of it. Can't use that. I'm also poisoned, which is not great for me. Yep, because I'm gonna die. Unless I can escape. But I'm still poisoned. Restore one durability whenever using. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because then... That's durability, though. Stealth. If you flee, if this item is active, gain stealth. Nice. Well, let's do that. Because you do poison, and that's just gonna wreck me.
Don't delay. Play right away.
But I don't have the money for it. Let's discard this. And then take that.
Fine.
Another Swamp Witch.
Wicked
Yikes.
Witch. Swampalina.
Gain block. This tile has push. Push moves enemies up one row. Okay. Because you will give loot if I go after
Hit
you.
it.
Oh, but then I died because of poison. That's fine. It was basically going to happen, whatever thing I did, because I didn't have any way to get rid of poison.
Yes. Yes.
So that's kind of a preview of the like rogue type character, which is pretty cool. Krumit's Tale, eh? So it had very good reviews, and that's always encouraging, especially when the total number of views is higher, instead of like, oh, this has very good, like very positive reviews, but there's 12 of them. It's like, oh, this hasn't. Maybe some of those 12 are the developer's family, which happens across a bunch of things. But this is pretty cool. And there's at least one DLC character I can get that maybe I have or have not bought. I'll go see what that costs. Give some extra variety to the game. But I heard Meg come home just a little bit ago, so I think I'm going to come back over here. And now that we have a few people, I'm going to remind everyone that Celebromancy, the second book in the Rebrea's series, as we come back to just chatting. So this book just came out in the re-release yesterday. This is the second book of the Geekomancy series, which started with this one, which came out last month. And to celebrate, I'm doing two things, two celebration things. One is that I'm just going to pull a link here. I should be able to post links in my own chat. If not, it would be very silly. My friend Greg, who I co-host Speculate with, Speculate being the actual play show that Greg, Brandon O'Brien, and I do together. So Greg is kickstarting the second and third book in a kind of dark fantasy Assassin's Creed meets Sonic Magic kind of series called the Grey Assassin Trilogy. So on Kickstarter, books 2 and 3 and the same campaign is also funding a 5e compatible tabletop role-playing game where, like, you don't have to be playing 5e, but it uses a lot of the same kind of core rules, so it's easy to understand if you've played D&D 5e. So they're doing, both of those are getting funded by one campaign, as well as the audiobook for the first book, which is called Grey Shade by Trendane Sparks, who video game players will recognize as the voice of Espinoza, the kind of main villain in the 2018 Harebrained Studios Battletech game. So Trendane's a great voice actor and does a very good job on the narration. So that Kickstarter is going on right now. My friend Greg is trying to kind of get people together to fund that. And so what I'm going to say is, if you don't win a copy of Geekomancy in the next few minutes when I give one away, but you want to go ahead and back that Kickstarter, if you back it at any level, let's say $20 or more, I will. What you need to do is send me a like a screenshot that shows that you've backed it, and I will send you a copy of Geekomancy at the end of the campaign. Basically, once you've paid for the thing. And if you decide that you want to back at a really high level, like I think $125 or more, then when the campaign completes, if it's successful, I will send you all 4 of the re-raised books. So that's 3 novels plus a novella. The novella and the last novel are not out yet, but when they become available, I will send them to you. Greg is a good friend of quite a number of years. This campaign is a big swing, but it's doing a bunch of things for them. And so I want to do what I can to try to help make this happen. So what we're going to do first is, if you want a chance to win an ebook copy of this book, Geekomancy, just type Geekomancy into the chat, and then I will pull a winner from the however many people are watching. There's 5 or so right now. Some of the folks may already have the book, but that's fine. Just kind of spreading the love here. And then, so there's Odds Boy. I think I know who this is, but thank you very much for coming by to chat, Odds Boy. If you hang out with crows, then I will say a special thank you of recognition. If not, then welcome. You are very welcome regardless. May or may not have played a red cap in the past. I thought as much. Very good to see you, Odds Boy. So yeah, anybody else, if you want a chance to win an ebook copy of the new version of Geekomancy, throw the word Geekomancy into the chat here in the next minute or two. And my offer on the kind of free copy for Kickstarter backers will last, I'm going to say, through the end of the campaign. But you have to get in touch with me, and you have to, like, the campaign has to fund. So I really want to help Greg make this happen. Greg and I and Brandon did a fun world building stream together yesterday to help Greg prep for a Bag of Giving game that he's going to run this next Monday in the world of Lone Wolf, which is actually like dates back to the 70s, like almost choose your own adventure type fantasy adventure book, the battle book or whatever they used to be called, which I didn't know Lone Wolf was that old. That's pretty cool. So this next Monday, Greg is running a TTRPG one-shot in the world of Lone Wolf. So yesterday we talked a lot about Kai lords and the Kai philosophy and the setting, and then some stuff about like running one-shots in TTRPGs and talking about storytelling more broadly. It was really fun. So you can check that out at that's youtube.com/Arvin Eleron. That'll be on his YouTube feed probably now, because we started just a bit over 24 hours ago. So it should say like Lone Wolf World Building with Mike Underwood on there. So you can check that out if you're interested to hear that conversation. And this was me vamping. Last call for entries to get a giveaway copy of the new edition of Geekomancy in the chat for anybody who doesn't already have one. And then I will reiterate and re-up the link for the Greyshade Kickstarter, where if you back at $20 or more and the campaign funds, you will get a free ebook of Geekomancy. And if you back at the $125 level or higher and it funds, you'll get all 4 of the Re-Reyes books, the ones that are available right away after the funding, and then the others as they fund. But to do this, you have to get in touch with me. So you can whisper me here, you can DM me if we are like mutuals on other socials, or you can go to my website and find the email address that is there, which I will not utter out loud here, and just in case there's like Sonic scraping bots or some bullshit. There's just so many ways to spam people at this point, right? It's totally wild. So that is that. I'm going to pull this here, and with no other entries, I think Oddsboy, who may or may not have been a red cap, is going to be the winner. So Oddsboy, if you want to send me a whisper or like a Facebook message to let me know which email address I should send voice recognition, boss gaming. Yeah. So I think that's why I have been hesitant to do so. So yeah, Oddsboy, just get in touch with me, and I have that book in ebook, EPUB, Mobi, and PDF. So there's a few different options for reading. The book is minorly edited from the earlier edition, basically just taking out a couple of things that I wouldn't put in a book if I were writing it now. The second book is a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a cleanup, just because I felt like it, but it's still ultimately the same book. And the plan is that all of these are ultimately the same story, but just with a little bit of update or a little bit of polish, or maybe both. So again, for anybody who hasn't already checked out the Greyshade Kickstarter for the dark fantasy series called the Grey Assassin trilogy by my friend Gregory A. Wilson, I read the first book, Greyshade, and blurbed it because I really liked it. I think it's super thoughtful. Greg is a very good world builder as a writer, and I'm very curious to see where these characters and that world could go next. And Greg is very involved in the TTRPG world, and it'd be really fun to get to have him have a whole game to go with this setting, because he's really basically trying to take this IP of Greyshade, this world, and expand it from one book into almost a whole line of stuff that he can continue building on, which I think would be really exciting. And I will encourage folks to go and check that out if you haven't already. And now I'm going to pull up Twitch and see who's streaming so that we can go raid. So we're going to go and say hi to Mighty Mur, who is playing a solo RPG in 1,000 Year Vampire, so that's cool. I will probably have to bounce after we stop streaming, but I would encourage you all to go and hang out with Mur and check out 1,000 Year Vampire after, or slightly before, going to check out that Kickstarter. And Oddsboy, I saw your Facebook message, so I will get that ebook to you very soon. Yeah, combine the streams, exactly. Thanks so much for everybody who came by to watch me check out Krumit's Tale, which I really liked. And of course, remember the offer about the Kickstarter. I hope you go and check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, I think I'll play Krumit's Tale again. This Sunday, I'm going to check out another game called Daemon Ex Machina, which has mechs. It's always a good time when there's mechs. Almost always a good time. Let's hope it's a good time. If I totally dislike it, we'll just jump back into Krumit's Tale, right? It'll be good. So now go and say hi to Mighty Mer. The raid message, I don't know if there's like a way to do a macro for that, but Team Turbo is here, is the raid message. So that's that. And I will see you all another time. Thanks. Bye.